Hey guys, Lizzie the Lightworker here. Thank you for checking out my channel. Please like and subscribe for more videos and readings, and please leave me some suggestions on some readings you guys would like to see. Today we're going to do a past life spread for Capricorn, and this is what I call my simple past life spread. So what we get into is sort of who you were, some types of karmic debt that you may have developed from a past life that might be playing out in this life, how to heal it, resolve it, or advice, maybe some lessons that are to be learned here. Maybe you're working on that, or you need help working on that, or you're not even aware of that. And then we're going to do just a future card, or sort of a future prediction, advice. Okay? So, who you were in your past life. Let's just get into this a little bit here. Okay, I'm using the After Tarot deck. And I really like these cards a lot, so they seem to always give really good information and insights. Okay, so who you were. Okay, in your past life, Capricorn. You could have been someone who didn't like to face things. Usually when this card comes up, it's about not wanting to face things. Maybe they're painful things, or things that, you really just don't want to deal with, or you might not have the time or resources to deal with them. So when this card comes up, if it's in regarding to your past life, it's more or less saying that you may have done some things to avoid a certain situation. You might have always felt like you had to make ends meet, and you would have done anything to do that just to survive, because this card also has to do with getting away with things in a criminal sort of nature. Sort of stealing or robbing, or almost having like a sense of entitlement. So in your past life, you could have been like that. So maybe you felt like your status wasn't always as good as you wanted it to be, and you had some intolerance to that. So you did some things that probably weren't the best things to make ends meet for yourself, or to put yourself in a better position. And you know what? You very well could have been caught, because this also has to do with being tricked, deceived, and sort of falling into a trap. So you could have fell into these patterns of doing some things that were not so savory things to do. Okay? So karmic debt types that could have developed from being this way. Okay, so types of debt. Now with the Magician, this is usually a really positive card. Okay, so if you're having any types of debts in this life from your past life, it could be that you need to really be like your authentic self. You could have done a lot of hiding and a lot of, sort of shady things, like I said, to get by. So in this life, you really have to use all the resources that you have available to you, and you really have to look and pay attention to what those resources are. You may have things in your disposal that you don't even realize are things that could help you along on your path in life, because this has to do with having everything you need, and having everything you need to manifest what you want to do or what you want to accomplish. Passions, thoughts, ideas, infinite thoughts, resources. Could be with money, or things that you do with money, or money that is inherited to you or given to you or borrowed, and having full passion and love for what you do. So it might be telling you to be your authentic self, do what you love. I would say if you're like in a job that you don't like, or you feel like you're not growing, or you feel like you're not able to show your true talents, this could be an indicator of that, kind of trying to tell you to maybe move on and do what you're meant to do, or what you really want to do, or what you dream to do. So that could be some of the debt. You might have to prove yourself a lot here in this life. It may be that, you do a lot of things that become unfruitful. You put a lot of time and energy into things, and, you just don't know why they're not manifesting the way that you have imagined or the way that you want to see them. The things that you dream of, you feel like maybe you can't make them happen. Maybe there's a dream job that you want, and for some reason, you're blocked, or you feel like that is not going to happen, or it can't happen. So that might be some debt that you're carrying from the past life. If you were doing, some unsavory things in your past life that carried into this life. So in some ways, you might feel, or it's kind of showing here that you might be paying for some of that now. But to be, truthful, be your authentic self. Don't be deceitful to anything or anyone, and don't allow anybody to be deceitful to you, and try to carry out whatever it is that you're really wanting to do. Don't get discouraged or get down in an energy where you think there's no way out for you, or there's no way you can fix something, because this is telling you that you can fix really any problem if you put everything together and you use your mind and your logic and what you have at hand. It's really telling you that you can do that you have the ultimate power to make the right decisions and do what you need to do. Okay, so how to heal. Let's go with this after the after tarot. We'll go with this deck. This is the psychic tarot for the heart. So let's shuffle these up just a bit here, and we'll see. So how to heal. Okay, open up. So how you can heal some of these things and continue to be your authentic self. This is really saying that maybe you don't really open up to people. You have to really feel comfortable. It might be more like you don't always let every bit of yourself out to somebody. Like, you might get comfortable with somebody and tell them things about yourself, but you never tell them everything. You keep some things a mystery or to yourself. Sometimes with this card, it could say that those might be painful things. There might be things that, you think about, or things that put you down or in a little bit of a depression, and you never open up and let those things out. It's kind of blocking you from having a fulfilling life and going after your goals and sort of, making things happen for yourself in a positive light. So it is telling you to try to open up a bit more. Maybe that's with your thoughts, your feelings. Maybe it's with your partner. You need to do that more. Maybe in your single life, you have some fears of dating, and you don't want to waste your energy on someone, and you want to be really certain and sure that they're the right one for you. Or you just might be shy and, sort of inhibited, but it is telling you to let people in more and sort of, avoid maybe some things that you've done in the past that made you feel like you couldn't manifest what you wanted. Because you could be looking for love, I would say, maybe, or maybe a job or something, a change in your life, because this has to do with change as well. So maybe you feel like you're blocked a bit there. So that's just some advice. How to heal would be to open up more, maybe share some more things about yourself with some trusted people, and sort of let some good in. It's like when you open up to people, you take the good with the bad. So let some good in. Okay, so some lessons to learn here. Lessons to learn. Love. Okay, so this could be telling you just to love yourself more. Allow love in. Let yourself be open to love and companionship and sort of soul connecting. Maybe you've never had that, or you felt like it couldn't come to you, or you had some really some self-doubts about it, and you've been blocked and sort of in a shell of yourself. So this is saying lessons to learn would be to love, but I think the theme here is going to be self-love. So to love yourself more and be open to letting love in, letting love into your life with the right people. I feel like if you're blocked in any way and you hide stuff about yourself, or you're not honest, or you're not the kind of person that complains or likes to share a lot about what's going on in your life or why you're upset about things, and you just kind of like stuff them down into a deep, dark place, you can't really have a full experience of true love or love. But that does start with yourself. So I would say, whatever you think is bothering you about yourself, I would say work on confidence. Do some things to build some confidence and really believe in yourself, so you can open up to love and really have the full feeling and the potential that love can bring. Okay, so now a future path. Let's get one of these gorgeous angel cards. These are angel therapy cards. Okay, I pulled out 2, so let's do 2. Okay, vacuum away fear. Call upon Archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, the situation, and everyone involved. That makes perfect sense. So you may be feeling part of that opening up to love with this. You may be feeling fearful if you do that, there's some sign of weakness or some sign of there's vulnerability there. So this is just telling you, if you believe in angels, if you work with angels, you call upon Michael and Raphael, ask for protection and ask for healing, because that's what those 2 angels do. And then manifestation of power. So use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. So you really have to believe that you're a spiritual being here. There could be something that you're sort of out of touch with that, sort of out of touch with your spirituality, or knowing that what your spirituality is. It could be that you just don't believe you're ever going to attract what you want. So use the law of attraction. What you put out is what you're going to get. So if you always are putting out negative thought patterns, you're going to receive negative thought back. If you start to believe and you ask for assistance from angels, and you start to believe in the law of attraction, and that you can attract good to you because you deserve it, and you can manifest what you want, can definitely do that because you have what you need. And just open up and believe in love, and that love is very healing. You can definitely manifest power here. Okay? I hope you really enjoyed this reading, guys. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, this has been Lizzie the Lightworker. Many, many blessings. Follow the rainbow moon.